Welcome to another edition of Dimrat's Yak Fishing. Today, unfortunately, we're going to be making some modifications to the Boonedox landing gear. I do have the 2017 model, I believe. Could be 2016, I'm not sure. But anyway, I have the older model, not the newer model. It's on my wife's Hobie PA12. So the reason that we're going to be doing a modification today is that I load my kayak down with a lot of weight and transport it to a boat launch, kayak launch. And the main culprit is probably my yak pack. I put a lot of gear in there, a lot of tackle. It weighs it down. By the time you put everything on here and transport it, it puts a lot of weight on it. But what I did start noticing on one side, which is the port side, right here, I started noticing flex in the plastic. You can actually kind of see the shape a little bit. Well, that might be actually from the landing gear itself. But what I noticed was the backing plate on the bottom. I started noticing it pulling up. Right here, you can see the deviations in the plastic where it's put pressure on it. My plan is, and I know that Boonedox sells something similar, but I went ahead and bought some starboard off of Amazon right here. I'm gonna cut it out myself and shape it how I want. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sandwich it inside the kayak and on the top. So I'm gonna have a bottom plate and a top plate, and that's gonna sandwich the plastic, and hopefully it'll help with some of that flex and add a little bit more rigidity to the kayak itself, and just protect my hull in general. But I'm not very good at doing these videos far as demonstration how I'm gonna do it. Like I said in previous videos before, I kind of figure it out as I go along, and I have no master plan here far as exactly how I'm gonna do it for instructional purposes, but I am gonna document me doing it. So what I've decided to do here is make a template, and I'm trying to take some measurements on the top and just make me a template, because it'll be the same on both sides. If I make them the same, I'll just flip it around. Should be, right? Yeah, I think it will be. Yes, I'll just flip it around. Let's see how that works out. So it's gonna be real hard to make a video while the wife's weed eating. It's kind of messed up, huh? She's weed eating and I'm working on my kayak. So I cut out my new plates to put on top. I'm gonna file them, clean them up a little bit, and I'm gonna have to figure out where my holes are to match right there. That is the plan. What were you trying to say?
I said you should have recorded
me working on the weed eater while I'm trying to work on my Boonedox.
That's right. You can blame me for all your distractions.
Note taken.
Hey, guess what, YouTube? I do yard work.
So this is what we're looking at. Oh, there she goes. This is what we're looking at right here, these plates on top. Sorry about all the interruptions. It's gonna turn out to be the crappiest instructional video ever. All right, what I did was, I went ahead and cut out my plates. I drilled them. I wrote, you know, like starboard bottom, port bottom for your port side and your starboard of your kayak. So I knew that they were the bottoms. I wanted to designate them, that way there isn't no mix-up. But anyway, let's attempt to put these on and see how they work out. Okay, what I'm doing here is I'm using paracord. I'm gonna go ahead and color this paracord on one end, because I want to know which one is which when I stick them through these holes. So I'm gonna do that. Alright, bear with me. Okay, I'm gonna stick my paracord through the holes. I went ahead and put my plate and the Boonedox on top. I kind of learned from the other side what to do to make this a little easier. So I'm sticking my paracord through. Probably should have burnt that a little better. Burn the ends of them paracords so they don't fray on you. But I'm gonna stick it in there, and then you have access to the back through your hatch on the Coosa FD. You know, it all depends on what kayak you're putting this on. This is really mainly for the FD owners, but if this helps someone else, then that's cool too. So what I'm doing is I'm sticking my tape measure in here just to grab the ends of these strings of the paracord. Alright, so what the deal is, the paracord's in here, and I'm gonna have to put my plate on. I mark my plates, and you're gonna have to put it on like this. But anyway, I did mark which way is forward, so my holes match up. But I'm gonna tie that paracord to the bottom, feeding it through, so when I pull it up, it'll come right up against my hull. Okay, we have the finished product here. Seems to work pretty good. I'm happy with the results. It don't look bad. I was worried about how it would look overall. You know, I mean, this is a good looking kayak, and I definitely didn't want to take away from that. The next project is installing a fish finder. While I was at Home Depot, in the electrical section, it was, well, I don't know if it says electrical, but it's more like where your Cat 6 tools are, your coax cable. This is for furniture. This is 1.5 inches. It fits perfectly into the scupper hole. I'm gonna use that for my transducer. Lowrance makes one. I'm making a homemade one instead of ordering a $40 Lowrance kit.